All right, this video is going to go over the stay command. So first things first, I'm gonna walk you through how we teach stay because this is the hardest command for puppies to learn, which is normal. Every single puppy has a pretty short attention span, and this goes against everything they wanna do, which is run around, sniff things, eat things, get attention, whatever it may be. So stay is always gonna be the hardest because it takes the most focus. So I'm gonna walk you through first, and then I'll have him demonstrate, and we'll see where he's at. We've done a lot of training today. He's also been cooped up inside, given the rain. So it might be a little rough, we'll see. He's very hit or miss on stay, so we'll see how he's doing today. I'm gonna let him play while I walk you through it. So first things first, we're always gonna put him in place, and then I'm gonna tell him either sit or down. And then from there, I'm gonna try to keep him playing so he's not actually following the commands I'm walking you through. So then we're gonna have him either sit or down on the placemat, and then I'm gonna give him the stay command. And the first step in teaching stay is we're gonna keep our feet planted, and we're just gonna work on time, no distance. So again, first we're gonna put him on place, sit or down, stay, and we're gonna count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe at first it was every 10 seconds we were treating him and saying, yes, good stay. Then every 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, so on. So that's the first step, just working on time. Once he can hold that for about 2 minutes, then we'll start introducing distance. And we're gonna take that nice and slow too. First training session working on distance, maybe it's just all one step back. Keep in mind, training sessions are really short. He's going for about, Richie, off, come here. Yes, good boy. He was jumping on a piece of furniture. So his attention span is about, we're doing 5 to 10 minute training sessions, nothing crazy at this age. As he gets a little older, we can do 15 to 20, but for now we want to keep him engaged and do his best work, which means we are keeping it short and sweet, quality over quantity. So we're doing tons of little training sessions throughout the day here rather than a few big ones. But anyway, so back to stay. So maybe one training session, 3 to 5 minutes of just one step back. And we're gonna meet him at the placemat because we want him to understand that he's getting that yes, good stay for being here still. So we're gonna meet him at the placemat at first to say yes, good stay and reward him with a treat. I'm gonna give him a treat because I want him to stay motivated. If he seems like he's disengaging and he seems excited at this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and break him and let him take a break, let him play with toys, whatever it is he wants to do for a minute before we jump back into it. Now, if he's still focused on me and eager to earn more treats, then I'll put him back into a stay and I'll go back to just the one step. And once he's mastered that one step, then the next training session, we'll try 2. Still meeting him back at the placemat to say, yes, good stay, still gauging kind of where he's at energetically and focus-wise. And if he is unfocused, we'll give him a break in between and then put him back on. And if he's still focused, we'll do it again. So then we're gonna do 3 steps, 4 steps, so on and so forth, up until we can get about 8 to 10 steps away. And once we are 8 to 10 steps away, then we're gonna start releasing him at a distance. That's when we'll say, once he can consistently do it with us meeting him at a placemat, then we're gonna release him at a distance by being back and then saying, yes, good stay. And then we'll say break. And then he can either go and get toys or he can run around or he can come to us because we probably have a delicious treat waiting for him. So that's the next step. Once you have mastered 8 to 10 steps away, you're gonna start releasing him at a distance with yes, good stay, break. Now, once he's doing that consistently, next step is we're gonna turn our back because up until this point, we're saying stay, we're facing him as we walk away. And that's just not super realistic or applicable to real life. So we're gonna start working on turning our back. And this way, we're gonna put him, same thing, on place, sit or down, stay, but this time our back is turned towards, he's facing our back. We're gonna give him that stay. And maybe we'll just start with one step back again. This can be confusing. Some puppies aren't thrown off at all and they don't regress. Other puppies, we gotta go all the way back to time. But we work through the progression much faster with their back turn because they already kind of get it. So that's gonna be the same progression all the way 8 to 10 steps away with our back turn, looking over our shoulder. And once he's really good at that, we're gonna turn our head. So we're gonna go through that same progression just with our head turned away and then eventually drop our hands so we can just walk away. Say, Richie, stay, and we can just walk and then release them. So let me know if that makes sense. This is the way we have found the best to go about it with the young puppies that need to progress. Hey, sit. Especially using positive reinforcement only. So it does take a little bit of time and consistency, but he's very smart and Richie will certainly get it. So now let's demonstrate with Richie. Richie, place. Richie, place. I don't know what his deal is. He just lost all train of thought there for a second. Richie, place. Come on. Yes, good boy. Say, you know, place. We've been doing it all day and in all the other videos. Silly boy. We'll see how this day goes. All right, Richie, stay. Oh, I squeaked it. Yes, good, stay. I stepped on a toy, so that's very distracting. We have worked on stay a little bit, break with distractions, but still, that's a lot. So I just figured it was best to meet him back at the placemat in that case and reinforce that, yes, good stay. And he stayed through the distractions, so that's good. Off, settle. Good boy. Okay, Richie, place. Come on, place. All the way up. You can do it. Richie, place. Come on. Reggie, place. You can do it. Come on. I don't know why he's being weird about place all of a sudden. He's been doing so well. And all for the last week and a half. Place was one of the first things there. I don't know what he's doing. Richie, place. Yes, good boy. What are you doing? Being so selective. I know it's a lot of training back to back. Usually we space these out a bit more, but picking them up a day early, so wanted to fit it all in just to make sure you have everything. All right, Richie. Richie, stay. Break. All right. I also have the mailman coming to my door. It's okay. Good boy. Good job not barking when other dogs are barking or with the mailman dropping stuff off. Good job. But anyway, he seems really distracted right now. He's even having trouble with place. But essentially, we are up to about 5 steps away or so. So he's doing really well with stay overall. But like I said in the beginning, it is certainly hit or miss with him with stay. Some training sessions we can do 5 to 10 steps away, and then other training sessions we're doing 2 to 3. It just depends on his distraction level based on how he's responding when I say place. He's pretty distracted right now or just a little burnt out from all the training videos. So I'm gonna give him a little break. Just keep practicing this at home. And if you have any questions whatsoever, do not hesitate to reach out. Remember, it's going to take some time. Don't expect it to, him to be doing it overnight. Just because this is such a hard one for puppies to learn, especially at this, young age. It's great to start him young, but his attention span is not all that high yet. So we want to make sure we're taking it slow and building him up to form good habits. It's better to do it even if you have to take a step back, or even if one training session he seems distracted and you go all the way back to time. Better to have him do it right at a few steps back rather than pushing him and him doing it wrong over and over again. That's not going to form the connection in his brain. So again, let me know if you have any questions. I am here to help, and stay is really important for safety. So I really want to make sure he gets this off. Settle. Yes, good boy. All right.